Wells Fargo's longstanding community support is important to us here in Arizona and just overall Wells Fargo, because we are the communities we support. Our team members in the branches like to connect with our customers through the community service events that we do. It might be packing the backpacks, walking the kids through the clothing drive, and finding ways to give back to those kids. The food banks that we service, where we go into the communities and we make sure that we can support if organizations are trying to feed those community members. But definitely important, because we are as important as the communities we serve and as strong as the communities we serve, so that really is an important piece of how we do business.
Wells Fargo is really focused on the philanthropy within our communities. What we really look to do is to offer our time, treasure, and talent in all the communities we serve, all throughout Arizona. We have 15,000 team members all throughout Arizona. We have branches across the state. And so the people that we're serving at these different organizations, they're our friends, they're our neighbors, they could even be our own team members. And so that's an important part of being active and present in the communities where we are. On the time, treasure, and talent, it's the time of our team members offering their service time. The treasure not only comes from Wells Fargo corporately, but it also comes from our team members. We have incredible generosity from our team members through our employee giving campaign. And then of course the talent. So some of the resources that we can offer from a talent perspective, from a leadership perspective, is really important to a lot of the organizations throughout Arizona. There's thousands of charities in Arizona, so how can our team members really be active and engaged in all of them? I started with Wells Fargo 5 or 6 years ago, so our relationship with Back to School Clothing Drive has, I believe, grown over the years. When I first started, I kind of questioned, what is Back to School Clothing Drive? I thought it was just a drive. And then to learn more about the organization and its purpose was unbelievable. And the first time that I visited the distribution week, my eyes just grew large to see not only the impact that the organization offered, but also how our team members engaged. And so to see that energy, I can see how our team members care so much about the organization and want to be a part of it year after year. So I think that once a volunteer participates in Back to School Clothing Drive, they go back and share that story with their team members, and it continues to grow every year.
It's important for us to see that interaction, and it's for our team members, because often enough when we give and we're so involved in so many organizations, we don't see the impact immediately. And so in these school drives, when we're there and we take the child across to get their first maybe pair of brand new shoes, and we see the reaction, and also specifically for myself and a lot of other team members, we were Title I students. And so we came from these schools. We know the feeling of going to school and not being ready with, just like everybody else, with brand new clothes and backpack. And so knowing that we just made that impact, and the reaction that the children have and the excitement that they have as well, is something that we can't duplicate in another organization.
I love to see too when a child comes in or a student comes in and they're empty-handed. They come in with just themselves, and when they leave, they're loaded with not only physical things of shirts and shoes, but of just a renewed sense of, I'm ready for school.
Excitement,
yes.
Confidence.
Yeah, I think it's amazing, yeah. Recently, community relations within Wells Fargo had an internal competition, and so all of the community relations team members were offered an opportunity to nominate an organization that really reflected the vision and values of community relations. So it was really around building relationships with an organization, accessing resources, and overcoming challenges that an organization may have, or that the clients that they may serve. So, when we had the opportunity to look at all the different organizations that Wells Fargo supports, we looked at what was that team member engagement, what does that look like, and what does the philanthropy piece of it look like, what does the team member engagement look like, and Back to School Clothing Drive just seemed like an amazing organization to help highlight.
What I would say to other organizations looking to get more involved, I definitely say get involved with Back to School Clothing Drive. I would also say find a way to give back, find a connection. We already have a lot of hours spent within our regular days. Find something that you make a connection with, because it definitely feels good to give back that additional time, energy, effort by joining an organization that allows you to do something that you love and have a passion for. And there's always a ton of different ways to do it. I've been part of the back to school clothing drive for close to 7 years, and when I say I've been part of it, I've been a volunteer. I've helped with the shopping, I've helped put together the items. We've made bracelets with my team members, at our offices. Very simple, but a lot of fun. And then, so there's a variance of how you can get involved. It's just making that move and getting involved.
So I do just want to say, on behalf of all of the Wells Fargo team members across the state, thank you for honoring us with this award. It really does mean a lot. I went back to look to see what our engagement has been with Back to School Clothing Drive. We asked all of our volunteers to log their hours, and we've had over 180 volunteers support the organization, and it's been over 1,300 hours to support all the work that you do in the community. And so we really are just so proud. And then we also have our Stitches of Love. I know there's over a dozen of our team members who volunteer hundreds of hours all year long. So it really is just something so unique and special for us to be honored and selected as one of your recipients this year, so thank you. I am Katie Campana, and I help in the community investment for Wells Fargo in Arizona.
I'm Rosa Casas, a Regional District Manager for Wells Fargo and a proud board member of the Back to School Clothing Drive.